Hello. Welcome to my Hangout. This is an adult coloring channel intended to help in relieving stress and anxiety related to chronic or mental illness. It is not intended for young children, as during my video I tend to discuss adult-related topics. In addition, I have a 17-year-old black cat named Shadow that likes attention. If you are here for the first time, thank you for coming over. Due to my larynx being removed in late 2017, I use a type-to-talk device as my voice. Today, I will be working on one of my whips. So please grab one of your works in progress and come hang out with me. I am having a ginger snap tea latte, and it is about 10 minutes shy of midnight on a Tuesday night. Tonight I will be continuing this page in Romantic Country 1. Stories of Castles, and I will be using my Crayola colored pencils. I realize that I am sounding more, let's say robotic than normal. For that I apologize. The speech device that I had been using recently broke, which I will go more into after. Presently, I am using a type-to-speech program that I downloaded to my computer. Unfortunately, the program does not come with as many voice options as did my speech device. So one thing I am finding with this setup is that there's not much room for Shadow to come up on the table. I am not quite sure yet what color scheme I want for the castle. Maybe blue and purple. Or blue and green. Please forgive me if I may need to move the camera around during the video. I will try to remember to pause the video first before doing so. As I said, I am using a text-to-speech program on my computer, which takes up 1/3 more space than my speech device did. So, please tell me, how are you? Are you working on a coloring page? If so, which book and/or artist? What are you using to color with? Or are you working on a crafting project? What type? Please let me know in the comments. I mostly enjoy coloring. I have been coloring about 2 years now, and in that time, I have found that in same ways my taste in what I like to color has changed. In the last maybe 6 months I started getting a little more into paper crafts. I am not as consistent in it yet as I am with coloring. I basically make ephemera pieces for my art journals, which I make from old books. I like collaging, or maybe I should say glue booking. I am not sure of the difference, except from what I understand one is based more on a theme or story while the other is not. I have a bunch of magazine and book images in my stash along with book pages and scrap paper, and I have been playing around with ways to store it all. Yesterday I was watching Tina from Scrappy Dappy Doo Dah. She does junk journaling and makes ephemera pieces for them. Anyway, during one of her videos, she referenced to what seemed to be a collage page in which she had cut out 1 or 2 images to use in, I think, either an ephemera or junk journaling project. Later I came across a few other channels that were on making a master art or collage board. This is something I want to try out. It seems to be a more convenient and fun way to store all those book images and smaller scraps of paper. Okay, I am back. Sorry about that. Shadow is being a little fussy, because I am still up and there not much room for him to come on table. Earlier this week, I started a routine of going to bed before 1 a.m. and getting up by 7 the latest. He is not happy that I am being a rebel tonight. So I will probably just make this a 20-minute video. So, as I was saying earlier, the speech device that I had been using for the last 2 years recently just went kaput on me. Luckily, most of my daily communication was done using either a speech app on my phone or pen and paper. This was mainly due to the device having poor audio quality unless it was attached to a speaker. Like I need more complications in my day-to-day. I have tried reaching out to the company that I originally got it from, but to date I have gotten no reply. I have started looking into a couple of other companies which design and carry type-to-talk devices for the speech impaired. They are, however, a bit pricey and I am not quite sure how much is covered by medical insurance. So, with that in mind, I admit at this time, there are only 2 conditions in which I would replace my speech device. 1. That the newer devices were convenient to use away from home, and had better audio hardware that didn't need an external speaker. This would enable me to use it more in my daily communication. 2. That a good part of the cost is covered by medical insurance. As for other semi-related news, last year just prior to the holidays, I applied for TTY phone device and am still waiting on if the application was approved or not. In my earlier videos I recently mentioned that I was going between manic and depressive episodes and was returning to counseling. Well, I had my intake done the week before Christmas, but I have not gotten the results back yet. I do realize with the holidays that they may be a little behind. I did send an email out, so hopefully we'll hear back by early next week the latest. So if you are at this point of the video, it is now actually 11:30 Wednesday morning, which means I did finally come to my senses and went to bed. Shadow is being a little fussy this morning, and had tried a few times to get on my lap while I was working on the audio part of the video. So he may try to come up during the recording. So I just finished having some apple cinnamon oatmeal with banana. And I am on my second cup of coffee. Usually I have only one cup most days. Actually, it is half coffee, half steamed milk with caramel syrup. Big difference from almost 3 years ago when I would drink it constantly through the day. Then again, I was also smoking 2 packs a day at the time. Nowadays, I am 2 years smoke-free and only have 1, maybe 2 cups of drip coffee a day. As for iced coffees, or even better, lattes, I could actually drink those more often in a day. Not sure why. Maybe it's the ratio of coffee to milk. Or that it's espresso and not drip coffee. If I get a drip coffee at a coffee shop, I usually prefer it to be half coffee and half steamed milk. So now that all the holiday spending is over for most of us, let me ask you this. How many are on a low or no spend budget this month? And how many of you have already broke that budget? Remember now, using gift cards that you received from someone else does not count. At the end of last year I was going to do a no-spend month for January. That kind of got blown out of the water in the first week, and so now I believe I am going to be doing a low-spend year. In the last few months I have purchased a fair amount of new coloring and crafting supplies. Then in the first week of January, I decide to finally get a printer. Now I am finding I will probably need a new laptop. When I had first got my current laptop, because I don't really use it for a lot except to watch Netflix, or a video from YouTube, had opted for 32 gig. I also had a 1 TB external drive for extra storage if needed. And yet it seems that the laptop still does not have room to properly update. I am saving up for one with 500 gig or at least something with 200 plus, and am hoping to get it in the next 3 to 6 months. So I am allowing myself a subscription for Hannah Lynn's Patreon group, along with replacing my Prismas and Polys with open stock. Just before the new year, I did sign up for a 3-month subscription with Coloring Heaven magazine. I am not sure yet if I am going to renew the subscription. I think by the time either my birthday or Christmas rolls in I am going to have a long Amazon wish list. What plans do you have for today? I think after I get a nap and some time with Shadow, I will try making one of those collage master boards I had mentioned earlier. I will also probably work on uploading a video for my Friday Romantic Country One color along. So in the comments, please let me know what you think about this current speech program that I am using and what you think about it being used in future videos. Okay. I am stopping here for now. Please, if you enjoyed the video, remember to like, subscribe and comment below. Thank you for joining me. Bye now.